I'm like, oh man, I've tried all these things. They're not hungry. They don't need a diaper change. The crying might be escalating, but oftentimes the bounce is going to start to get like up. It'll get faster typically. And the accent for the bounce might be up. And so if I'm bouncing up, I'm probably also really holding, besides just holding a baby, which usually brings a lot of tension into the shoulders and the neck and the upper body. So there can be this like up energy to it. And so I oftentimes kind of will be like, what if you widen your feet and you think about a down accent? And so that your bounce has a downward quality of kind of trying to ground downward instead of trying to bounce upward, which even me just doing those and kind of experiencing it in my word, I was like, my breathing was shallow. I started to feel anxious in my chest. And when I did down, it was just like, oh, my shoulders relaxed and breathing felt different and the whole energy of everything felt different. Um, so even just that one thing of like tuning into the like, how does the thing you're doing to try to soothe your baby actually feel in your body? Is it soothing
Mhm.
to you or is it escalating things in your own body? And this idea of like the wider stance, I think is helpful too, because um, a lot of times when people are holding a baby, especially like they're holding a baby, and if the feet are closer together rather than wider apart, like it's just even that much easier to kind of be like holding the baby, and your back is arched and your pelvis is kind of jutted forward, and we're just in positions that over time don't feel great in the body, and just remembering widen the legs a little bit and then maybe even like a more of a bend in the knees, and sometimes that can just help people get like their pelvis a little more underneath their shoulders. um, and so if we can feel physically better in our body as well, I think that is one way that we can also be like self-regulating our own body, our own nervous system to then be able to take care of baby better, whether they're needing soothing or not, right? If we are constantly like, oh my gosh, my shoulders or my back or my this, our stress levels are higher too. So it's this mix of how can I take care of self to then be able to take care of baby better as well. And sometimes the take caring of oneself means other people need to help take care of you as well. It doesn't need to be that extra added layer of pressure of like, oh my gosh, like I can't take care of my baby. I don't know how to take care of myself. Like I'm just, it's like you can see where
Mhm.
thought pattern could go into a lot of shame or blame or guilt around how we are as a parent. And so I try to really bring into this like some body awareness things to help with how people just physically feel. But then I also try to bring in some of these other, like we were talking about, like, okay, what if you bounce down, accent down, try
Mm.
to ground down through your legs, right? And maybe slow the bounce down a little bit. What are you saying? Maybe you start to sing a song with words that are where you want like baby to go, right? How you want this to go, or even acknowledging, I hear you. Um,
Mm.
n- so it's kind of like the words you're saying can be used to help you as well. They might not understand the words, right? But they're going to understand the tone, right? If it's said really anxiously or whatever, or if it's said in a calmer tone. So I think there's like all these little layers that you could play with, um, knowing again that you're not going to have the bandwidth to do this all the time. And that's okay. But like every once in a while, trying it out, right? And it might be like, oh, that was really helpful, and then maybe building from there.